Hello, Wrestling fans. Just finished watching Friday Night SmackDown for March the 27th, 2026. The show opened up with Randy Orton coming out. I love this promo. He's like, Cody Rhodes wanted the sadistic, the vicious Randy Orton. The one that he fought with, teamed with in his first run here in the WWE. So he said, well, Cody, you got what you wished for. Now, do you regret that? Zack Ryder came out because last week Orton put his arm in a chair and stomped on it. Ryder ran out, got some punches on Randy Orton, knocked him out of the ring. Then we went backstage. Nick Aldis is talking to Sammy and Trick Williams. He tells Sammy his win-loss record has been great this year, so he's off WrestleMania. Tells Trick he's got a match for WrestleMania because of his win-loss record. It's a lot better. Sammy didn't like that. Man, he decked Trick Williams good. He said, you know what? I'll find a way to have a match at WrestleMania. He stormed off. Ryder walks up. He wants Randy Orton the main event tonight. Nick Aldis grants him the match. And Ryder's arms in a cast, by the way. Open the match. The Balor twins took on Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. And like the previous last 2 weeks, when our team comes out, sits by commentary, they get involved in the match somehow. That's a given. That's how the storylines go. And this week, it's Nia Jax's Last Legend. It's going to be by ringside, by the commentary table. Match starts. Alexa Bliss suffers 2 back-to-back double-team suplexes for the Balor twins. Charlotte Flair tagged in, and she knocked Nikki down and started doing the Nikki taunt pose when, Nikki was swirling around. Nikki didn't like that. She got up, huge arm drag, take down the Charlotte Flair, run a shoulder tackle, knocking her back down, tagged in Brie. And when Brie got in, Alexa tagged back in. Brie catches Alexa coming in with Irish whip at the corner. Yes kicks into the corner. Yells Brie mode, running knee to the face by Alexis by the ropes. Running Bulldog. Just taking Alexa Bliss. Then outside the ring there, everybody's fighting. Alexa has a few choice words on what the Balors did to her outside. She didn't like that. And when they were outside, I don't know who it was. One of them got Irish whipped and landed into the tag team champions. So back in the ring, Charlotte Flair is doing all her same moves. Top rope crossbody to the Bellas. The slow chops. The cartwheel into the clothesline. Natural selection. She does the same moves every week. You think throughout the year somebody would know how to dodge one, counter one of them? Because she does them all the time. And then Alexa tags in. And as Alexa gets shoved off of a pin cover by Brie Bella, she lands by the ropes. Referee doesn't see Last Legend do a Superman punch to Alexa. Alexa stumbles backwards, stunned. Brie rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. Your winners, the Balor twins. After the match, the tag champs are beating down everybody. Bayley and the Valkyrie from under the Raw show up. Make the save. They take it right to the champions. I love that. And the 3 teams stand tall where the champions regroup outside. Then Charlotte Flair just decided to shove Nikki down. And then she exits the ring of Alexa. Alexa was like, why did you do that, right? And Charlotte was like, come on. Way back when the Balor twins first started, you could not tell them apart. But now, you could definitely tell them apart because Nikki Bella's got some improvements done. Like with her ring attire, stuff like that. And the way she's got her hair different color. Julia took on Tiffany Stratton one-on-one. Supposed to be for the United States Women's Championship, but they changed it, apparently, from when they advertised last week, and this match was not good. Julia, so we caught Tiffany coming off the ropes when the back body dropped her. She slipped. Both of them fell down. Tiffany was supposed to drop kick Julia in the corner, like Matrix-style jump-up drop kick. When she did that, she didn't even touch Julia, so Julia didn't know what to do. Even Kane and James outside the ring was like, what was that, right? Julia drop kicks to the back of Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany did cool, Matrix-style jump-up on-drag takedown. Running drop kick to the face. She went for the Tiffy salt. And Julia got the knees up for the 1, 2, 3. Short match. Nothing very exciting. And what kind of facial expression was Julia making by the ropes there? That was weird. Rhea Ripley came out. She wanted to know why last week D-Fab and Mia Yim turned heel and joined Jade Cargill. She doesn't understand it because for months now, Jade's been beating them both up, right? Repeatedly. Well, Jade and them came out and basically D-Fab explained it. And the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And she said, Jade's promised to take us to the main event status on SmackDown. And Rhea Ripley challenged one of them to a match. D-Fab accepted it. Bell rings. She runs at Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley does those Irish whip clotheslines. Like when she clotheslines him down, pulls him up, clotheslines him again. Tossed her up in the air. Face plant buster on the way down. That was awesome. Then she went out the ring. No. Super kicked Mia Yim in the midsection. Went after Jade. Big mistake. D-Fab caused a distraction outside. Jade shoved Rhea in the steps. But the referee saw that. Bell rings. Rhea Ripley wins by DQ. Then the heels beat her up 3-on-1. And Rhea Ripley suffered a trio finisher attack. Like D-Fab hit the bicycle kick. Mia Yim hit Eat Defeat right into the full Nelson faceplant buster from Jade, which they call Jade It, and the heels stand tall. Curious why Rhea Ripley had no backup come out to help her. I know she's new on SmackDown, but someone should have come out and helped the poor girl. So I'm thinking next week you probably see her face Mia Yim one-on-one before she fights Jade at WrestleMania for the title, which I'm really looking forward to that match. Open challenge time for the United States Championship. Now, before this match started, backstage, Solo was with his family, Bloodline Free, and he's telling them again, like, we got refocused, we lost the belts 2 weeks ago, we got to get them back, we got to finish this thing, the Wyatt 6. And they go leave. Tama Tonga stopped by Kamau Hayes. He's like, hey, are you going to finally step up and come after this United States title, which you had before, which you only had it for maybe a month, a few weeks? And Tama Tonga's thinking about accepting this open challenge. Nakamura walks up, like, I'd like to see you do the open challenge tonight. Then Tama Tonga walks up to, hey, Solo wants you. And Tama Tonga follows his leader. Goes to go see what his boss wants, Solo. And so I'm still curious what that's going to lead with Tama Tonga, Nakamura. The rumor is they're going to go to Raw, join the Bullet Club formation with Finn Balor. The first time ever Bullet Club would be in WWE. I'd be cool with that. At least they're doing something with Tama Tonga. Like, I don't like the Bloodline, but I like Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. They're the only members of the Bloodline I like. And I like Solo too. But like the original Bloodline, I don't like them because it dragged on. But this one, those are only three I like. So Kamau Hayes came out for his United States Championship Open Challenge. It was accepted by Sami Zayn. Trick Williams came out before the match started because he didn't like that Sami punched him earlier on the night. Awesome match these two guys put on. Every Open Challenge has been one great match after the other. And I love how it's continuing like that, the momentum. Kamau Hayes came off the ropes, just drilled Sami with a clothesline. Came off the opposite ropes with an awesome leg drop, almost won the belt there to keep it. Sami caught him coming with a code breaker, intercepted it with a sit-down powerbomb, almost won the belt there. Sami did that leapfrog into a clothesline, sending the champion outside. Swanton flip over the ropes, knocking down the champion on the outside, got him back in the ring. Leapfrog and an arm drag takedown across the ring. That was cool. And delivered a superplex off the top rope. Then, as both men are down, then, if anybody else noticed this, the camera kind of goes right to Sami coming off the top rope with a sunset flip powerbomb. So I think there was supposed to be like commercial break there, but it didn't show no commercials. You know what I mean? Like when the rasters are shown and like we were returned so many minutes. Kamau Hayes, man, caught Sami going with the Alua kick or the running code breaker. Super kicked him. Sami landed in the corner. Kamau Hayes backed up, ran at him. Sami came out of that corner. Alua kicked him, but no, Kamau Hayes just dodged it in the nick of time. Like that was a close one. Kamau Hayes comes off the top rope for the scissors kick. Sami counters it with the blue thunderbomb. Suddenly, Trick Williams slides in the United States title. Referee grabs it, goes to toss it out of the ring. Trick Williams gets up the ring apron, goes to deck Sami. Sami ducks. He hits Kamau Hayes. Alua kick. Sami is your new United States freaking champion. Awesome. And after the match, he was walking backstage, walks up to Nick and says, hey, Nick, I got a WrestleMania match now, boy. He said, yes, you do. You're fighting Trick Williams for the United States title. I'm okay with that match, but where the hell's Kamehameha's fit into this? Because he's the former champion, been a great, like, half the year run so far. Well, not half the year, but you know what I mean? Like, plus, I think he was like, I know he's United States champion last year. So I think he's like maybe 4 or 5 months as champion, I think. Great title run. He deserves a rematch. He should be added into that as a triple threat. Let me below in the comments. Do you like that Sammy trick of WrestleMania for the title? Or you agree with me that Kamehameha should be added into it, making it an awesome triple threat? Maybe Sammy continues the open challenge. Kamehameha wins it back, leading to the triple threat setup that way. Joey Rose, first match on SmackDown, his second ever match in WWE. And he took on Kit Wilson. Before the match, there was a segment backstage where Kit and the Miz was talking about bad luck and that guy that should never have been hired by WWE was there. I thought the Great Khali was the worst ever sign-in for WWE. He has got nothing compared to this guy. Anyways, so Kit Wilson into the ring. Miz told him, you don't need my help. You got this. Before the match, Kit Wilson had to read a poem. That was funny. I like him. He's comical. I like Kit Wilson. I like how his single run's going. Keep it up there, WWE. Bell rings. Kit Wilson, cheap shots. Jerry Rowe in the corner. Runs, backs up, runs, uppercut in the corner. Backs up, runs again, uppercut in the corner. Goes for a third time. Jerry Rowe moves out of the way. Belly to belly suplex, atomic drop. Leg drop between the legs. Punch combo. Clothesline out of the ring. Went out of the ring, got him. Brought him back in the ring. But as Jerry Rowe was rolling the ring, Kit Wilson delivered like an elbow drop across the back of Jerry Rowe. Got up on the top rope, jumped off of it. Jerry Rowe caught him with a scoop slam. Choke slam, and your winner, Jerry Rowe. So, there you go. Jerry Rowe picked up his first ever singles win in WWE history, beating Kit Wilson. But it's not the last we've seen of Jerry Rowe for the night. Just double checking here. So I didn't miss any matches. Nope, made a bet time. Randy Orton, Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder slides to the ring and just gets stomped across the back of Randy Orton. Bell rings. Orton does the Randy Orton stomp, mostly on the cast arm. Ryder starts using that arm that has the cast on it, with some running like elbows, forearms with the cast. In the corner, start punching away Orton in the face with the cast. The referee's not even like disqualifying because he's using the cast as a weapon. Wade Barrett brought that up on commentary. Outside the ring, Orton took control. Cap smashed her arm off the announce table, stomped on it. Back body drop Ryder on the announce table, which didn't break. Got him in the ring, tore the cast off, and started bending that arm. Ways it should not be bending around the corner by the ring post twice. Kept stomping on the arm. Ryder fought back, clothesline Orton out of the ring. And as Orton got back of the ring, Rough Ryder. Orton just kicked down the nick of time. RKO. Match over. Randy Orton picks up the win. After the match, he continues to beat down a Ryder. Then Cody Rhodes shows up. And he drives his tour bus into the parking lot. And he does the whole slow rock. I remember at Goldberg, WCW used to do like the walk from backstage down the hallways, through the curtain, into the ring. Cody Rhodes did the same thing. And I love how these two security guards were there to stop him, and they didn't even try to stop him. They just walked behind him. Jerry Rhodes tried to tell Cody, don't hit out there. You're going to regret it. But Cody had none of that. Cody finally enters the ring, and they're just going at it. All Cody Rhodes, basically punches, running forearms, punch combo. Security's in the ring. Nick Dollars in the ring. They kept separating them. They get into it again, separate them, get into it again. Jerry Rowe gets in the ring between both of them, trying to make peace, right? Because he's friends with both of them. RKO from Randy Orton to Jerry Rowe to end the show. Cody's checking on his friend Jerry Rowe. Orton's like, hey, he got in the way. So Jerry Rowe's got to have a moment at WrestleMania, because this whole storyline with Kit Wilson, The Miz, now with Orton, Cody. How's he going to fit into WrestleMania? That's my question. Is he going to have a match? at WrestleMania against Miz, Kit Wilson, with him teaming up with that other guy that was signed, that I'm never going to say his name because I can't stand the guy. Or he's going to be in Cody's corner at WrestleMania, or like special referee or something in the title match. They got to do something with Jerry Rowe at WrestleMania, right? Because why else is he on TV for 3 weeks in a row if it's not going to lead to something? Now, no matches announced last week. Like I said, there was some segments. Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre came out. They had some words. Both of them fighting last week all throughout the arena. Nick Aldis comes out, makes it official on WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, non-sanctioned. Means anything freaking goes. They can tear, like he said, you guys can fight all throughout the arena. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. As long as there's a pinfall or a submission, I don't care what you guys do. We're not held responsible to WWE. And it's about time you start adding some SmackDown matches. Because Raw has been loading up on WrestleMania. So now we got McIntyre, Jacob Fatu. We got Sammy, Trick for the United States title. Those are two very good matches Nick Aldis has added to WrestleMania, I think. There was a funny backstage. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Segment with Damian Priest, R-Truth, Rhea Ripley, and Jerry Rowe. Truth looks at Jerry Rowe's like, something different about you. Jerry Rowe's like, I lost weight. No, man. You shaved your mustache. Dom, why'd you shave your mustache? You just got reunited with Mommy. That was hilarious how Truth fought Jerry Rowe with Dominic, and Jerry Rowe's like, what? Like, that was hilarious. There was a backstage segment where Zack Ryder was approached by Selena Vega and Aleister Black, and they just, I don't know what they were talking about. When they walked away, Zack Ryder's like, what? I gotta agree with him. What was that whole point of that conversation, right? There you have it, folks. Let me know below in the comments what do you follow SmackDown this week. Last week was a lot. It was great. I'll give it like a 9 out of 10. This one, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. It wasn't as good as last week, but it started off slow, then finally picked up some speed. Also, notice there was no Johnny Gargano. Noticed tonight, laying over the equipment case. I know why. If you haven't watched NXT this week, watch it. Gargano entered a gauntlet match where he won it to become number one contender to go on to the big pay-per-view Stand Deliver to face Miles Bourne for the North American title. So why is he shown on SmackDown just laying over across an equipment case and he's on NXT wrestling, right? I think WWE kind of messed up there because that's why they probably didn't show him tonight on SmackDown. They're like, oops, we kind of screwed up because we ain't doing nothing with him on SmackDown. But now he's been wrestling on NXT, right? I'm kind of curious why they switched that right there. What do you think that is? Do they think they made a mistake there? Or do you think that's just a part of what they were doing with him on SmackDown? And they're going to just send him back to NXT, which to me, I don't want to see happen. That guy's been in NXT for a long time. He finally's been up in the main roster for a couple years. Don't send him packing back down to NXT. He deserves to be on the main roster. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.